Hey signposters, welcome back to another video. This video is about the entire Fortnite storyline in a nutshell. So basically, it starts with this huge blue boy that was floating in the sky. This blue boy decides to become a tactical nuke and crash down onto the island as a meteor.
Tactical nuke incoming!
It destroyed a place no one cared about, a prison, a drive-in theater that never existed, and lots of other places. Nobody really seems to notice because they just keep making a movie about robot guys fighting with armies of more robot guys. But some scientists or something want to know more about huge blue boy, so they set up a research base in this huge hole. Blue boy opens up like an egg and out pops blue boy's descendant. This probably alien guy called the Visitor goes and takes over a rocket controlled by bouncy rocks that people just pick up and shove down their throats. Don't do drugs. The rocket launches into the sky and then fails? I don't really know, but anyway, everyone watches as the rocket smashes violently into tilted... What? Oh, never mind. The rocket rips through the fabric of the space-time continuum a couple times and then shoots up into the sky and then permanently rips the universe's sweater. Now that Visiting Boy is gone, the real world and Fortnite crash together as Hamburger lands in a desert and Vikings, sand, a golf course, and an electrician all go into the world of Fortnite. Moisty Myers, never to be seen again. Rip in the chat. The big rip in the universe's sweater starts to disappear and for some reason it turns pink. Huh, just like Mr. Electricity over here. For some reason, mean guys with hoods come from the ripped sweater and go to a motel. Then they, well, I don't really know what they do after that. Anyway, since the ugly Christmas sweater is pink, it murders some cactuses in cold blood and now we have a huge square, just sitting on the mountain. Also, they finally sewed the sweater back together. Now this big purple square man decides he doesn't want to be called Big Purple Square Man anymore, so he gets the name Kevin. Kevin the Cube. Heh, fitting. Kevin rolls around like a toddler on a hill, occasionally destroying a building, but who cares? Toddler boy can have fun. Also, one of the buildings he destroyed had just been rebuilt after it was hit by a meteor. Sucks to suck. Kevin jumps into a lake to take a bath but leaves the water on for too long and dies. Oops, at least his bath is a bouncy house. Kevin heroically emerges from a lake and accidentally carries an island. He travels all around the map, slowly getting power. When he returns to his bathtub, he decides he's sick of the island on him, so he explodes it or something. Man, Purple Man is ruthless. Anyway, Kevin is upset at himself for bombing his best friend, so he decides to explode. Luckily, it doesn't hurt anyone because a butterfly made of sweater rips lands on your finger and then you're fine. But everyone cries because Kevin has committed self-delete. But we can still have some of Kevin. Lil Kev. Now that Kevin isn't terrorizing the island, everyone's happy. They're so happy, they don't really care about the huge ball of ice and snow, Naruto running towards the island. The ice casually slides into the island's DMs, and so does the emo guy, Ice King. This huge mountain of solid water slowly melts and reveals the emo kid's castle. But that's not all. Someone is chained up under the castle. Meanwhile, eventually this guy gets out. So this lava boy starts burning the woods. Come on, man, it was already wailing. Lava boy also makes cracks. One of the cracks destroys the building that was just rebuilt after a weird square man destroyed it. Once again. As the woods burn down and the map cracks, a pirate ship approaches on the horizon. So basically, Lava Boy makes a volcano rise from the ground and apparently an entire jungle. These dragon eggs from before hatch into weird lizard ninjas. The pirate ship arrives and Emo Guy, Lava Boy and his ninjas, and Skeleton Man fight for a treasure. Over time, the volcano gets angry. Meanwhile, people are digging holes. Back to the volcano. He starts getting mad angry and begins smoking. Also, hole people find some kind of vault made of metal under the lake that used to serve as a bathtub to Purple Boy. The vault opens and everyone just kind of decides that they should probably swan dive in. Tall rectangles with guns inside just sit there. Also, there's some kind of orb in there. Sven the Sphere? Please not this again. Anyway, people swing their pickaxes at the pillar so they can get a gun to kill people with. And people choose the drum gun? Really? The tag was right there! Oh my god. Anyway, everyone is shot up and out of the vault and it closes. But it doesn't end there. Volcano is still mad. He saw what Kevin did and wanted to explode too. Except this time, Sweater Bug didn't help. Debris exploded out of the volcano and destroyed Retail Row, hit the iceberg and destroyed No, 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 not Tilted. Oh, not Tilted Towers. Tilted Towers was completely destroyed, except for one building. The infamous building that was always destroyed laughs at all his friends because he was the only one who survived. After a while, though, he decided he should stop laughing because all his friends were dead. After the volcano erupted, Tfue and a sentient banana run into a safe bunker that doesn't actually exist. After a while, Tfue has to eat the banana because he has no food. Except Sentient Banana Man partially survived and is now a smoothie. Later, he turned into Iron Banana. In the vault, there was a disco ball, a DJ table, a workout area, an arcade machine, and a kitchen with a fridge. But apparently, not one razor because Tfue comes out looking like a yellow grizzly bear. When Tfue comes out of the vault, it's the future, except it's the present. Anyway, Tilted Towers is replaced by a bunch of futuristic buildings, and so is Retail Row. The volcano becomes a power plant or something like that. But after one piece of debris from the volcano hit the ice castle, it cracked. And as it continued to crack, a huge eyeball becomes visible. It's terrifying. The big monster that is in the ice is probably the mother of the dragon eggs. That gives me nightmares about what the father would look like. The huge monster follows in Kevin's footsteps, or square prints, and breaks out of the ice, carrying the ice castle on its back. Why is Kevin so inspiring? The monster swims around in the water that is supposed to kill you instantly, but I don't know. Has he got magic powers or something? It's not. Anyway, the monster swims around for just the right amount of time so the government or something can build a giant Power Ranger. Convenient. The monster rises from the water and goes to the vault and starts punching it for some reason. Then the Power Ranger shoots tactical nukes at the monster and they get into a huge battle. Just when the Power Ranger is about to lose, it decides to cheat like the sore loser it is and break the vault open and grab Sven, the sphere! The robot squishes Sven until he cracks to absorb his power. Then the robot winds up the most epic punch I've ever seen.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
Then, to finish the monster off, the Power Ranger cheats again and pulls a lady out of the ground that turns out to be a sword. The robot stabs the monster right above the eye, and for some reason his skin instantly decays off his body. Also, he apparently had no bones in his arms. The robot dances on the monster, toxic, and then flies away. The robot just decided to dip. Sven just can't hold in his happiness that he can see the outside world, so he decides to try the thing out that everyone tries, self-destructing. But this time was the most fatal because apparently this little boy holds together the entire flow of time. So basically a bunch of stuff comes out of him, including overpowered robots with shotguns and rapid-fire rocket launchers, old locations, an alternate dimension visiting boy, and Huge Blue Boy! He's back! But this time, Huge Blue Boy is frozen in time, so this guy called a scientist had to rip the sweater again in 6 different places. This brought new and old locations to the Fortnite island. The scientist constructed a rocket out of overpowered robot parts and blasted off into the air. He ripped through the sky again, and out of the sweater rips came 6 other rockets. They flew around like crazy and kept ripping the sweater. At this point, the sweater was beyond repair, so the 7 rockets brought the meteor to Sven and completely destroyed the sweater. Everything we know and loved was turned into the dark, cold abyss of the black hole. But no worries. The universe bought a new sweater and it created a whole new island. Some old locations and new ones. There was a team that was sent to explore the new island that consisted of an 8-ball with arms and legs, a fisherman, a random lady who climbs mountains, and the cutest thing I've ever seen. The team was called Ego. This part is where it starts to hurt my brain. Apparently some weird guy made exact alternate versions of Ego and called his team Alter. They fought or something, but then this boy who can turn things gold took over Ego and called it Ghost, while Alter was named Shadow. Gold Boy assembled a team of agents that consisted of a cat, a crazy woman, someone that took the wrong turn on Zelda Street and ended up in Fortnite, some girl with DID, sentient banana with a suit, a robot cat, a chunky boy with skinny legs, and a bush. Gold Boy teams up with an engineer to build something that resembles Sven, a doomsday device. This device caused huge towers to rise out of the ground and give energy to Sven 2.0. Everyone thought the main goal of the device was to flood the map, but it wasn't. It was to contact the peeps who control the simulation that is Fortnite. A man with a suit makes a barrier that holds the water from the storm. Oh yeah, also Gold Boy's base blows up. Meanwhile, an insurance company that doesn't sweat prepares for the flood. The barrier holding the water breaks and the map floods. Sven 2.0 is dead and the map is flooded. But at least Anti-Sweat Gland Company made things float. Also Aquaman. Also Kraken and Renegade Raider on fire. I hope you all enjoyed this video about the entire Fortnite storyline in a nutshell. And I hope I see you sign posters in the next one. Goodbye.